Hi guys, good afternoon. And welcome to my channel, to my life. Welcome to my life. So I just thank you guys for your support and for your encouragement. Is my voice loud enough? Welcome to my life. I don't know if this place is clear enough. So I'm here to discuss my new book. I'm preparing to publish my my new book, and then I felt like coming live to come and discuss it with you guys, to share my life experience with you. So I'm going to read like maybe chapter one of the my book, so that you have an idea of what it's talking about. The name of my new book is Ngozika. Life became so blue. A true story of pain, survival, and hope. So my new book is talking about is a true life story. It's an ebook. I'm making arrangement to publish it. Like I've published it in some platform. So I'm making arrangements to make it more visible so that people who are in my situation or who have been through the life challenges that I've been through, we know that they are not alone. You know, this new book is a mirror of my life. It's a true life story. It's a true life story, and because I am alive, I'm still alive, breathing, and right. I wrote these words. I wrote this book not as a victim, but as a survivor because I know a lot of people are going through, have gone through what similar situation, and some people are still going through similar situation in life. Just to let you know that you are not alone, no matter what the situation or circumstances you find yourself, you are not alone. Whatever you think you're going through, you are not alone. People are going through the same thing, and that is not who you are. That is not the end of the life of your life. So I sat down and I encouraged myself because I've never seen a platform. I've not really, growing up, I didn't really quickly see a platform where I can express myself. I said, okay, the best way for me to express myself is to just to put it in a book so that people can, you know, read my true life story and then be able to relate with it. Ngozika, life became so blue is a true story of pain, survival, and hope. Growing up as a child, I was I was born into a polygamy family, a polygamous family where my father had two wives. So my mom is actually the second wife. So in this life, it's very good for you to actually, before you decide to go into polygamy, before you decide to, have thought of having a second family, before you decide to have large family, you have to think about the consequences of your decision as a man and as a woman that is accepting to go into that kind of relationship. You have to make sure that you have what it takes to be able to survive because as you're laying that foundation for your children, it's not it You might not even, some people begin to see the effects of their decision immediately, while some people begin to see it later on in life. What happens when you decide to have a second family or to go into polygamy, and at the end of the day, you don't have what it takes, financial stability enough to take care of those children. I am a victim. I used to be a victim of a polygamy family. I came from a family that was like, there's nothing to write home about. Even like I grew up knowing pain before I knew peace. I grew up knowing the weight of hunger before the taste of food. I saw love torn apart. My parents were not like, I cannot, they are not the kind of people I'll say, okay, I'm taking them as a good example to lay up to good example to start my own relationship or my own family. As a young girl, I went through a lot and a lot of child abuse. A lot of difficult situation that I don't even wish for my enemy. I don't wish for my children. And it has really left a scar in my life. You know, sometimes I feel like discussing it with, maybe going for therapy or discussing it with people or other people might not even give me that healing because I haven't had the opportunity to heal. I don't know if I'm loud enough. If I'm loud enough, if I'm not loud, let me know. If my voice is too loud, let me know. You know, there are some kind of childhood, there's some kind of trauma you go through as a child, and then the environment you find yourself will not give you that healing that you need. And then because you've not totally healed, you see yourself making a lot of mistakes because you will carry that scar, you carry that built up emotional built up. You keep, you know, taking it into relationship and it keep affecting your relationship, it will keep affecting your life. So that is why it's very good to heal first before going into relationship or marriage. A lot of people are subjecting their partners to certain type of treatment, heal treatment, due to the scar or due to their past experiences in life, and they have not healed totally. So it makes them to become either to self-isolate, to become too defensive, and it really affects their relationship and love life. So I feel like me opening up to express myself through this book, Ngozika, Life Became So Blue, is to give me that perfect healing. Because if I'm able to express the way I feel, I know that a lot of people have gone through that situation or people are going through that situation. This will be at a motivation. This will also be like for me opening up my heart, open my heart to the world, not to ask for pity, but to show that even in the darkest, in the deepest and darkest of darkness, the deepest darkness, there is a spark. There's a spark of strength. There's a spark of hope when you don't give up. So if you have ever felt broken or wanted or seen, this ebook is for you. You know, this ebook is for you. Life Became So Blue is a true story of pain and survival. It's my true life story. It's my true life story. You know, the forward is in this book you're going to see that you see that this book is actually a real mirror of my life growing up, from my growing up to, you know, this is not just a story, it's a story of many children out there who have been silenced by poverty, rejection, and loss. It is a story that, you know, it is a story that everybody can relate with. Even if you're not going through it, somebody beside you is going through it. Looking back, I can no longer ask, right now, I will no longer ask why me, because when I was still dwelling in those situation, I was asking why me. God, why I didn't choose to be born into this kind of family where love doesn't exist, I can't think of amazing memory. When growing up as a child, family go for vacation, family like amazing childhood memories. I cannot think of any amazing childhood memory because even as a young girl, from the age of 5 that I started having reasoning, I saw my parents' love torn apart. Like it was chaos. There was no peace anywhere. It has always been from one chaos to another, from one dramatic chaos to another. Right now, I'm no longer asking why me. What I'm asking myself is, what now? All these things that I have gathered, all these things that I've been through, what now? What is the next thing for me to do? What can I do with all this pain and all the lessons with the scars that I have experienced in life? I can now tell my story. I can build a future that look. I have two boys now, two children. I can now build a future that looks nothing like my past. I cannot like allow my children to be subjected to child abuse. I can't allow my children to be subjected to ill treatment. I cannot even, no matter how poor or how financial, how I am in a financial lack, I cannot tell my child to go and live with somebody, even if even if it means that, oh, okay, I don't have anything to give my children. It's better for me to look at my children and my children look at me, like live with me, rather than okay telling them to go and live with foster parents or guardians or uncles and aunties. Nobody can take care of your child just like as you can take care of your own child. You understand? I can raise my own sons with love, with truth and freedom. I know that my journey is not over yet. I can still fall, but right now I can rise faster. I can still remember. I still remember, but I am no longer daunted. This book is not an ending. It is a beginning of healing and reclaiming of rising. To anyone who carries silence battle, I see you. I believe in your strength. Keep going. We are not broken. We are coming. This is my words of encouragement. Now I'm going to read chapter 1 of this book. The chapter 1 of my book. The chapter 1 of my book is I am the author of this book. My name is Ngozika. I am a survivor. I'm a mother and a writer. My work is deeply rooted in my life experience of hardship, resilience, transformation. I believe in the healing power of storytelling and continues to advocate for children, women, and families affected by poverty and violence. Ngozika Life Becomes So Good is my first debut. This is my first book. It's my first debut. So this is actually my book, and I'm going to share the link on how you're going to be able to get this book. Now, chapter 1 of this book is I was born into sadness, raised by struggle and fed by tears. Growing up, my world was not filled with toys, laughter, or safety. It was filled with hunger and fear. Hunger that gnawed at my belly until I could no longer cry. Tears that crept in like a shadow and never left. My childhood was shaped by starvation, pain, physical abuse, hard labor, and the endless weight of being unwanted by my own father and relatives. Yes, that's my story. I grew up not being loved. The only person that I know that truly loved me was my mother. Yes, that truly loved me was my mother. Irrespective of the fact that she actually made a mistake, she owned. We never had a housemate, a help. Helping my mother to do all those things. My mother went through a lot of. My mother really went through a lot. Thinking about it, this book is not even enough. My words are not enough to express the childhood trauma. But I know that writing this book gave me that healing that I deserve. I deserve happiness. And even though you deserve happiness, you deserve happiness, you deserve peace, you know, especially when you're being hated, and not even your father relatives cares about